from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What? 180. 59. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These two teams squaring off here in Week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Got 180. Right there, you missed. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down. Like 20. Come on here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
52, X3, 218, chopper, hey, Alpha. You don't want it. Deuce. Big triple.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Go.
They do go for it. It's locked. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
Like 20.
I'm here all day.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And the pressure gets to him again. Pernell McPhee always He's a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
52 the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Let go.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Hey, check up.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
No, check that. Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
Let's go.
To throw on third down. Block. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Mike, 180. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes again. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On third down, a run by Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Rip right. Hey, Charlie. You got tight right there. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check three. Kill.
Lock now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25. Thomas, the intended target. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Gone. Looking deep for Adams. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Third down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. Murray has the first down and more. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Latavius Murray in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Mack, 75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Again, it's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here's Jackson to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Mack. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Mack, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
You draw Porter. 5.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
70, Indy. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Locke going to go on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This a give to Mack running to the right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? Everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run Montgomery, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Go! On the ball!
Clock now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Box drop.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
That's it, baby.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Murray. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run with Murray. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Locke. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams, 67 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 30 on 2nd down, Locke. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So this